Hey, what's up, guys? Everlasting Mel here again. So the emergency patch we got more of, right? What it entails and what we got. We already know that Paul's Hammer of the Gods guarantees the follow up, unblockable damage and all that. We know Jax 8's crazy shit. The 2-1, whatever the fuck. We know that's getting worked out and fixed, but and now we got actual details of what they're gonna do, because we were just wondering, are they just gonna fix those two moves and then cut it good? You know what I mean? We're like, can't just ignore all the other problems in the game. So we finally got news about it. It came out, I think today or yesterday, whatever it is, right? That's pretty cool, right? So we got some more details, and I'll explain it just now. Let me get this drink of water. And so I'll go into it. The development team acknowledges the following season 2 update. The overall balance has shifted too heavily towards offense, which we know, right? We all explain this. We all put our feedback towards the developers. We sincerely apologize. They actually apologize, which is really nice because if you guys don't even know, man, I play Path of Exile 2. Wow, I can't even speak. The developers there are really, 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 really fast pushing out updates. For this last season, it just went crazy, 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 and then developers were like that. But with Tekken, they just, I don't know, they're just very slow at pushing this stuff out and don't really communicate with players that put so much time in the game. Because like in Path of Exile 2, like GGG, they are very adamant with getting stuff out. Just good quality service. And I wish the developers at Namco did this, because it'll just have us reassured of what's going to be happening in the future for the game. And so we sincerely apologize that the actual balance did not align with the development intentions and policies previously communicated to players. And so, with that happening, it's just saying like the what is it? The Tekken interview stuff, whatever with the developers, they're just saying that it didn't align with what they were saying. Moving forward, we are committed to distinguishing between issues that can be addressed quickly and issues that require more time and community feedback for proper review. That's nice to know. We implement a step-by-step update process to improve the game experience. This upcoming update will fix known issues and begin a balanced review based on the following policy. And it's got the scheduled release shortly before the update, around 10:30 a.m. on Thursday, April 17th. So in 2 more days, at this time of this video, we'll get this update. Let me get another sip. Sorry. And so you guys can probably see this before I even read it to you. They increase the maximum health to help mitigate situations where matches are decided through overly one-sided momentum. And so I know Arslan Ash, he said that he hinted at this, right? I've seen tweets about that. Some people don't agree with increasing the maximum health, because all it does is creates a band-aid towards the situation for the the whole entire game, right? Like everyone could do 100 plus damage. They're all season 1 Yoshi, Mitsu, they're season 1 Dragonovs. Like everyone has this crazy amount of damage that these certain like S tier characters had in season 1, but now everyone has these 100 plus damage combos. And for them to up the health, I say health, the health like that, it's just I feel like it's just a band-aid, just to calm everything down. They should have just lowered the damage on combos, or nerf combos. Like there shouldn't be, you should be able to twister. That's what I call them, like the twister, like people put in the air, like, you know what I mean. Like you should be able to bound but not twist, you know what I mean, or limit it to one twister, you know what I mean. But overall, like I'm not against with maximum health being raised. It's fine that way. It's just a band-aid. You know what I mean? Just a band-aid overall for the whole just situation. But again, I'm still fine with it. I'm just trying to be level-headed, like there's people who go crazy over this. Gradual adjustments to overly high reward moves. So this update addresses the overall inflation of attack strength and combo damage by implementing adjustments that can be done quickly to moves that provide excessive rewards. We recognize this as a game-wide issue rather than a problem limited to specific characters, and we plan to continue reviewing and tuning these aspects progressively. So, an example would be Jin's Zen kicks or flying Zen kicks. I think you could alternate between high and mid, and you could just keep doing that, keep chipping them, keep chipping them, and it just overall you're just gonna win over that. Jack stuff, obviously. Even King, because I see King right here. He has his safe string that he uses, and he could just keep using that because it has so much plus frames, and then he could just mix you up after that with his stance. And so for them to do that, it's pretty cool to see that they know that there's certain strings or certain moves that you can keep looping and looping and looping and looping, and then they're gonna fix that. So that's pretty cool. I had a problem with that too. I think even Steve's string, heat string, his new mid string, you can't loop it, but you can get insane rewards. But it's different. Let's see. Examples of adjustments included in this update: balance adjustments to high performance moves that can be repeatedly created advantage situations and lead to one-sided gameplay. Like I said, like those moves I explained, just a little bit examples. It's just dumb that it takes this long for this to be done. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I have with these developer updates, that they keep doing this stuff. Like they take so long to fix problems. Adjustments to the moves with disproportionately high rewards compared to their risk, ensuring fair risk reward balance. And then they're going to rebalance the offensive and defensive aspects of the heat system. But we all know that the heat system was developed for aggressive gameplay. We already know that. And I don't think Harada wants that to go away. But I feel like the way heat's been played around so much, it needs to be a sweet middle. Or at least a tiny bit advantage for attackers. Because we all know when someone pops heat, it's like you got to just wait for that bar to go down or for them to throw it out at you. The heat smash or heat extenders, or, anything. But it's good that they're seeing the problems, that they're seeing that we have all these problems that need to be fixed before we can even go to like season 3, season 4. Like they need to patch everything up, or at least make things livable or survivable. Because if you just press once and get whiff punished and counter whiff punished, like you're done. Like your whole health bar is gone. Let me see this. Currently, the benefits gained by the attacking player through the heat system are considered too great, which has been known. We all know that everyone has crazy plus frames. Revised damage scaling when using heat dash to suppress combo damage inflation. That's actually good because most of the time, let's see, Brian players will pop heat, and let's say you're still at a good time, let's say you're above half health, like you're like, maybe dude did like 20-30 damage, and then he hits you and he does his combos, then he does a shoulder, like boom, and then he gets you to the wall just because of that, for the heat dash. That's pretty cool, that they're like dumbing stuff down there. They're nerfing combos. Adjusted frame advantage on heat for heat engagers, maintaining benefits for the attacker while allowing the defender more opportunities to respond. See, that's really good. I already knew they were gonna keep the side for attackers more of an advantage over defenders, but it's good that they're allowing more opportunities to respond on the other end of the spectrum. You know what I mean? So it's good that we're seeing changes like this, because me specifically, I'm a very turtle counter hit player, like I like to see openings that I can find and just punish people for it, you know. But in this update, I can't do that, you know. Or I can, but I really can't do it because it's so crazy with this season. Um, Additionally, adjustments have been made to chip damage as follows, which I didn't even read. I haven't read this, so I'm going through this as I see it, you know. So they reduced additional chip damage during heat, which is really good. I don't see it get abused too much. It's more or less the repeating crazy stuff like strings and stuff that are getting abused for chip damage, not heat, but that's fine too because I don't really care for heat. I don't use it for combo extenders. I mean, I feel like everyone does too, but change the system so that the moves which already dealt chip damage do not receive extra chip damage while in heat state. That's actually cool. That's actually good. Cause like I know who does it? Let me read this one more time. Okay, so they just don't keep repeating chip damage. So let's say Kurama's fucking who what does he keep spamming? He keeps spamming the electrics, right? And so I think that's what it is. Like if you keep repeating the same heat move, it doesn't do extra chip damage, so that should be fine. I like that. Future updates will also include adjustments to the amount of chip damage dealt by individual moves. That's really, really, really good. The next update planned for mid-May. Jeez, dude. Uh, See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. We have to wait. So from April 17th till now, we have to wait till mid-May for adjustments. Will be including reducing air combo damage and reevaluating the performance of heat bursts. So why don't we get this? I mean, I know I'm kind of complaining because if this is an emergency patch update, you would want everything possible to level the playing field or at least make it to where it's somewhat playable. But I'm gonna get to this point too. Since they're upping the maximum health, the poking game is gonna be so bad and non-beneficial because poking's always been at least doable. And that's another thing about maximum health getting raised. Everything that's been like somewhat good for combos or poking or etc. punishing is all going to be lower down, and it's going to take longer to kill people, which is whatever. But poking is like pretty much a really good tool for knowledge checking people. But let me get back to this, right? And the update plan for mid-May, they're going to be doing all this stuff: air combo damage reduction, and reevaluating the performance of heat bursts. And then they say, additionally, we're going to continue to review issues that could not be addressed in this update, such as moves that consistently create advantage situations leading into one-sided matches, attacks with disproportionately high rewards relative to the risk. Moving forward, we remain committed to incorporating player feedback, and we'll focus on resolving cases of overly dominant character performances and interactions that result in one-sided gameplay. I mean, what do you guys think about this? Because, like, for me, it's like, yeah, we know, they're like, yeah, we know the issues, but we're going to keep pushing out these updates until further notice, even though we're seeing people's feedbacks and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it just feels like they're just like, they see everyone complaining. They're like, okay, we're going to do this, but then the next patch we're going to do this. And I feel like in this mid-May update, they're going to be like, okay, we fix all this, but now we're going to hold this off and fix this issue. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel like. But it's at least that they are committed to what they're going to be doing. You know, at least they're committed to fixing the game. I don't mind it. Okay. So, and then, let me see. Okay, this is all this other dumb stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is still more stuff. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, because I think. Sorry, guys. I was just re-evaluating what it just said, just restating what it said. Yeah, increasing maximum health, etc. So I'm gonna go into my thoughts. So my thoughts of this is that that they're just I'm glad they're not just doing this, right? I'm glad they're not just fixing this. I'm glad they're not just fixing this shit. Because if they just fix this shit and let everything else go to chaos, I would have been like, it's cooked, bro. Like who cares? Who cares that they fix these two fucking moves and let everything go to shit? But at least they're adjusting things, right? They're fixing the obvious bullshit, right? But they're also increasing the maximum health. They're looking at busted moves that keep getting looped and people are just getting carried by them. And then they're gonna rebalance the whole heat system. So at least they're looking at it and seeing that we have issues with this shit. So in my eyes, I'm actually positive about this. I'm glad that there's more things being changed and more things being done besides the two things that we already known and that they said to us. So I'm all for it. But how will people? I'm sure people are going crazy over this. Like I'm sure people in Twitter, et cetera, are going so nuts over it. Like I swear, like it's gonna be so crazy. So love you guys. This is my thing on it. Sorry, I went like all crazy all over the place. But yeah, the new emergency update. Will it save Tekken? I have no idea. Will it make people come back? Who knows? I don't know for certain. I don't know if it will for sure save Tekken, but it's a step in the right direction, right? And I'm all for it. And I'm here to stay. And I'm here to play Tekken. But other than that, guys, appreciate you guys watching and peace out. Love you.